Hey everybody, we're back with part 6 of this old cowboy here, or cowboy bus that we're doing. I went in and did this side here. I did his hairline, his ear, and his stubble. I worked on this neckerchief a little bit. But anyway, we're going to work on this side and get it done. And we're just about finished. I'm going to put this old guy up right there. And I'm going to take my number 11 right here, 3mm. And I'm going to work in this hairline right in here with a 3mm gouge, number 11. And get that worked in. Kind of like that right there. And kind of come down here a little bit. Now let's work over here and get this sideburn going in here. And you notice I'm kind of going at an angle. I don't like to stay straight up and down. Although you could, but I like to get a little slanted effect like this. Right in there. And that's just the way I've always done it. Now, this part 6, when you see it, will be on our first day out on the cruise, the Chris Hammock cruise. And like I said, on the last video, I'm going to try to do some video of the carving there on the ship. And then I'll do, some more video of the ship itself. But now, it'll be on probably Friday is when we're leaving out. And as you're watching this, we'll be on our sailing out of Fort Lauderdale. I don't have a whole lot more of this one to do. We just got to put in these final details. The hair, the buttons, and that kind of, the stubble. Work on the neckerchief. And Peyton's going on the cruise with me too. So everybody that's going on the cruise will get to see Peyton. I'm going to get, eventually we're going to show old Peyton's face off here. All right, let's put this little split right here in the middle to kind of open up that mouth area just a little bit. Like that right there. And it kind of adds some shadow to the carving. Now I've got this particular carving. I've told you in the past. I've got a rough out. It pretty much looks like what I just did on this one, and I told you earlier that's how he came about. Was from this carving right here. That's how my rough out came about, was from this. But anyway, all right, I've got that hairline in. Now, I do like to go over it a little bit with a V to just kind of give it some depth. Not all over the place, just a few places. Just to kind of cast a shadow there. And we got to put the little splits in. I'm going to do that. I like to take my smallest, my really small detail blade and come in here and cut these out. Yeah, let's see here. Sometimes they're hard to see where you're cutting. But if you undercut these with your knife blade, they should pop out. And you just need a few in there. Let's put one more, possibly right in here. All right. Now, let's do the V over on this sideburn a little bit. And I just do just a few places. Yeah, that hair is looking pretty good. And you know what I want to do, and I forgot to do it, but I'm going to put some little separations up above in this lock of hair coming out from under the hat like that right there. That kind of adds to the hair up there and kind of gives it some shadow. Let's see here. Maybe one more. No, that's about it right there. I think if I got over here a little bit further, I would cut that out. But now what I've got to do is come up here and put in some, my eyebrow right in here. So I'm going to take the number 11, 3mm, come in right in here, and just take some little notches out, just to create some little ridges in there like that. It's kind of hard to see. Now, we're going to do the inner ear like I did over here. No, I'm going to back up. I'm going to take, while I've got the number 11 in, I'm going to come in and do my hairline on the back side of my head. And I just kind of scoop it over this way to meet the other side. And I'll cut some in here like that right there. Can you see that, Peyton, right in there?
Yep.
Right in there. Let's go in and get a little closer. All right, now, also I go in with a V and kind of put some depth in this hair. Not much. When you put those things in like that, they really show up when you finish your carving. Now let's go in and do the inner ear. So I'm going to take this number 9 gouge. It's probably a 10mm, and I'm going to come in and hollow out this ear somewhat. Maybe a little bit further out here. Like that. Now I'm going to go in and make a little triangular cut at the upper part of my ear. And put some shadow right there in that ear like that. Now I'm going to go down to the lower lobe and also we'll do the same thing. Just a little bitty triangle cut like that right there. Now, on the back side, I'm going to come in and with my knife blade that way and then down this way and then take me out a little wedge right in here. You may have to work at it a little bit, but you just want to create a little bit of shadow right back in here. Let's do it on this way. I'm going to come down like that, and then back here, And take out a little wedge cut like that right there. Now, let's look and see. We got eyebrow hair. We got this mustache in. I'm going to do the stable later. Let's come up here at the top of the hat, and right in here, I put a gouge number 9 there, and I'm going to take and see. I came across like this, so I'm going to come across this way with my number 9 and create a little area right up in here, like it's kind of pinched together, right up in there. And then I come down the center of it, like that. And I like to see it just about like that right there. And that's looking pretty good. That's what I want that to look like. Now, let's drop down a little further, and I've got some lines drawn in on this neckerchief right here. Let's go in and cut these guys in. So I'm using a number 9, 5mm, and cutting in these folds in this neckerchief. Well, let's see. Before I can go any further, I'm going to come in and make a cut right here where that little knot will be on my neckerchief. Like that right there. Let's use the V right there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and finish what I was doing here. I'm going to pull that up just a little bit further like that. Now, I'm going to take my number 9. I'm in there like that. And follow you can put these however you want. I mean, I like these little J shapes, or this little areas like that right there. Now, and the little right here, I burn these little dots in. I think on this one I'm gonna burn the little black dots in. Then I'm gonna put a white dot on the center. But now let's see. We got that in. Now back here, I'm going to do a little work on this neckerchief. Where I put this little knot in, I'm going to tuck this neckerchief into that knot right there. And then I'm going to take my knife tip and come in here and kind of pull that piece in right in here. Something like that right there. And then we'll take a number 9 gouge and this little contour. Well, that's not a number 9. This is a number 9, 5mm. Come in there and cut that in there like that. And then you want to take and kind of put you a little line across there to make it look like it's tied. Just to something, to break up that little round circle. Now, we got that. Now, what we want to do is, we've seen where I got these lines in. Let's go ahead and put this line in right here. This is the shirt, or the vest, rather. I'm going to cut it in with my V, like that. Now, I'm going to take my knife and come in right here with the stop cut there. And I'm going to kind of cut back against that and taper that in there a little bit. Just like that. That just kind of creates a little shadow. And over here, I put a little notch in my shirt. I'm going to do the same over here. Just like that right there. We'll kind of ruffle that up down there a little bit. Like that. Now, right here, that's the line, that's the vest right in there. We got to put that in. How we looking on time right now, Peyton?
Got about 9 more minutes.
9 more minutes?
Yep.
Oh yeah, we got it going here. But you just kind of map this in with your V, and I'll make a deeper cut and kind of like that with my knife tip. I come across here with a V, with a stop cut. And right in here. Now, if you hadn't subscribed to the channel, our channel, you need to hit that subscribe button so you can watch the videos that me and Peyton put on. We enjoy doing it, and when we get subscribers and comments, we know that people are watching. And it kind of motivates me and Peyton both to know that people are watching the videos. But I enjoy doing it no matter what, so we're going to continue to do it. Well, I'm going to kind of smooth this out down in here. That was a little bit bulky right in here. But I like to put some shadow in right in here. Let's deepen this little area right in here between the chest and the arm, and kind of create more of a shadow like that right there. And I did it over here on this side. Let's do it on right here on the back side. And just a straight, deep stop cut like that. And we'll do it over here on this side. Now this little knife here I got, it's a Mike Shipley knife. I did some grinding on it, and I put it more of a point on it, and it can really get in there and put some depth in my cuts. Now at the bottom, let's kind of ruffle this up to take that straight look off of it. We don't want that straightness in there like that. Now, I've got to come in here and put the separation where the shirt is going to be. And then we got to do some buttons. I come in here first with a 1/4 inch V, right there like that. And then I always like to go back in, and I'm going to use this little knife here and enhance my cut to give me some depth where that shirt is kind of pulled in. Like that right there. Let's put some wrinkles in this shoulder here a little bit. Just kind of ruffle that up a little bit. You don't want it real smooth. You want it some old ruffled look. And I just kind of use my knife and kind of roll this in a little bit. And then let's get this cut up in here. Now I like to put in little splits like this. Just kind of in the sleeve there a little bit. Rough it up some. Let's do it over here. And you don't want to get real crazy with it, just a few. It just puts a little shadow in that sleeve area. Now, I'm going to put some buttons in. I'm going to come in right here. This is a button punch I have. And you could use a nail set or something of that nature, but I like to come in and punch my buttons in with this. Some people even use like a 22 shell casing, and they mount it on some kind of rod or stick to get the effect. But I've got 2 buttons there, and I'm going to put 2 on the vest right here. Come in right here. And that's kind of hard right in there. Like that. Right in here. Now, when I get those in, I like to go back in with a number 9 and kind of, yeah, let's see here. Cut me on some little notches. Like this. Just kind of open up that little button area. Let's do it here. It doesn't need to be much, just a little. Right there. And you could even go in with a knife blade. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do it right here at the top because my gouge won't fit up in there. So I'm going to kind of make me a little triangular cut right there like that. Just to create that little button area. And let's shave this down a little bit. Now, when I get my buttons in, I like to go in and kind of take my gouge and kind of divot, do a little divot in them like this. Just a little sunken divot like that. And then I'll go in and when I use my burner, I'll burn these little dots in for the buttonhole. For the button. But you come in like that. And now, we got buttonholes we got to do over here. All right, to do those, I like to come across here. Well, let's see, this one's a little bit high. I'm going to bring it down just a little lower. Just about right in here. What we're looking at on time now, Peyton. We got
about a minute.
A minute. Well, let me get these buttonholes in and we'll be done. Once again, when you watch this one, we will be on the cruise. Probably the first day of the cruise, we'll be heading out of Fort Lauderdale. And then I like to come in and put the little notches in like this. And I'll get some film on the cruise. We're doing, I think, a little pirate. We're doing 3 pirates. That's what we're carving on the cruise. And that will be, after you see this one when we're on the water or on the cruise, then when I get back, we'll have the carving cruise on there. Okay, guys, that's pretty much where I want this to be. I will go in and kind of get some of the fuzzies out. Oh, and I do want to show you how, I'm not going to do all of it, but the stubble here, I come in with that's a number 1 millimeter, number 11, and you just come in and just kind of pick at it like this. I'm not going to do all of it, but I'll show you a little here. It's just like that right there. And you just do it all over your chin like we did over here. But that's real time consuming. It takes a little while to do that. But guys, with that, we pretty much finished where I wanted to be on this old skinny neck. And he has a pretty good skinny neck on him. It's probably a little bigger than what this one was. But with that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and be watching for us in the future. And we'll see you on the next YouTube. See you later. Bye.